Well, hello there guys, this is AgrippaMaxentius coming at you with an Ultimate General Gettysburg battle, and this time I'm going to be facing HistoricalGamer. Many of you guys may know about him already. He is also another strategy YouTuber, and I've known him for quite a while. We've always wanted to do a battle together, and we never got the chance, so here we go. We're going to try Ewell Advances and see who wins. Okay guys, so here we go. Strong rebel forces are advancing from the northwest, and we're basically essential to defending this particular town, and actually, let me take a look here at the victory points. We need to actually defend this victory point down here at 5,500, and possibly take this victory point of 3,500. Although I feel pretty comfortable staying put right now. As you can see, it does look like we're in a pretty good position, but we have to keep in mind that HistoricalGamer will be approaching with quite a large army, and we are pretty split apart. You know, there's a lot of different guys here, but they're all in different positions, and it concerns me a little bit. I think the first thing I want to do is go ahead and reinforce the center here. So let me bring this guy, this general, over to the center. We also are holding this Benner's Hill area, and it might not be a bad idea. I don't really want to separate our forces, but I'm thinking it might not be a bad idea to get one of these guys up here on top of the hill. So I might fall back, but first I'm going to see what he's going to do. Let me move up the skirmishers and the vedettes just to spy on HistoricalGamer a little bit. I'm going to keep most of them back, but I'll send some forward, and maybe we can even spot some of his artillery, which would be extremely helpful. Let's get these guys aiming this way. There we go. It looks like we've got some infantry moving up. All right. Fair enough, fair enough. So he's choosing to approach this from the north, and that lets me know, I think, that I want to go ahead and send all of my troops to defend this area, Beecher's Knoll. So I'm actually going to send my skirmishers back. Caliph looks like he might be stuck here, but I'm going to send these guys back. I'll send the vedettes back, and just do my best to defend this area, of course. Schmiffelnig can actually set himself up right here on the other side of the river, and I'm going to do the same with Wilkeson here. Just want to be prepared for the attack. Remember, he's got to take these positions from me, so we've got to do everything we can to hold off his attack. I'm going to try to fall back, but the skirmishers are already in a lot of trouble, and so is the cavalry, as well as the artillery here. So let's go ahead and get these guys on the hill. I want to see how our defenses are here on Benner's Hill. Not bad, not bad, but I actually would prefer if Krzyzewski was sort of back here a little bit and had a little bit more of an advantage. I'm also going to switch to shell shot. I'll keep one of them on round shot so that we can pepper him with some round shot, of course, but really shell shot is going to be my main deal, to put it that way. All right, let's get these skirmishers up over here. I like the position of our troops right now. So he has a pretty big responsibility, and then that responsibility entails taking one of these two positions. If he can't take both of them, I do believe we win. But you know, this is HistoricalGamer. This guy's a legend. He's going to do pretty well, I think. I'm going to go ahead and switch to shell shot with my cannons. We want to hit Ramsar with the heaviest kind of shot we can. And in fact, it looks like he's pulling back a little bit. He might just be preparing his own cannons to return fire. So I'm a little worried about that, but I'm going to try not to. And I'm going to move Wilkeson over to shell shot as well. Hope these skirmishers can recuperate from the beating they've just taken thanks to HistoricalGamer. Alright, Krzyzewski. So once again, a little too far for shell shot. And here we go. He's moving in with Ramsar, guys. He might be trying an attack. I'm not sure. He might be testing the waters. He's definitely trying to get at us from the north as well. And that's actually a really good idea. I didn't expect him to try to flank us from the north, but we've got to keep in mind that that's a possibility. So let's turn this way. I'll turn on shell shot, fire at O'Neill. We'll also bring our cavalry out a bit and start shooting too. But right now, I'm hoping that Ames knows what to do. There we go, Wheeler. Get it on canister, Wheeler. All right, a really nice advance here by HistoricalGamer. And we've actually just got some reserve artillery, apparently. I definitely want to bring it into battle if we can get it here in time. And O'Neill is actually giving us a lot of trouble here. But it does look like we're managing to hold him back a little bit. I'm going to keep that shell shot on. Come on, skirmishers. There we go, pushing O'Neill back. Absolutely wonderful. I want to go ahead and turn this way and start firing at Ramsar. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, Schmiffelnig, I'm not crazy about his positioning right now. Let's move him up to the woods a little bit. And I definitely don't like... No, he's trying to get his artillery close. That is definitely something I don't approve of. So we're going to try to stop that. Now, we've got some artillery of our own that I'm going to bring over here. And I'm also going to take Hart here and Bigelow. Bigelow is always in our battles. Seems to work out pretty well. And Hart as well, to counter the artillery he just sent in. Alright, I don't want to get pulled out. He's trying to pull me out here, and it's working, so got to be careful. He's doing a great job right there, guys, with his artillery, as you can see. I'm going to take the vedettes, and hopefully the vedettes can cause some confusion for his artillery. But I like to see that his main Confederate army is definitely attacking at this point. Here we go. Oh my goodness, Daniel is coming. Daniel has a huge force of men, and I'm thinking I might be able to hit him with canister shot. If not, I'll switch to shell shot. It's good enough for me. The Confederates are advancing. Alright, there we go. Nice shooting on Daniel. And it looks like we managed to push Doles back, but we've still got this annoying artillery here, and I don't need it. I don't need that headache. Keep shooting, boys. I actually want the skirmishers to open up on Fry. Actually, I'll have Caliph open up on Fry if he can, because we don't need constant artillery fire hitting us. And there we go. We're raking Ramsar with canister shot. That's really nice. Caliph might actually want to shoot at this guy, but I think we need to worry about that artillery. So let's do that. Okay, there we go. The vedettes have actually done exactly what I want them to, causing some confusion here, but really not enough to make much of a difference. Let's go ahead and halt Hart right here, and I'm just going to have him use regular round shot. Or actually, we'll put him on shell shot. Why not? Nice. We're sending some of these guys reeling back. Of course, we still have to deal with Daniel here. They've utterly wiped out our artillery, which really surprises me. And now we've just got 3 units that can hopefully hold off Daniel. He's got a massive brigade, as you can see. I want to make sure Smith is shooting at him, too. Krasnowski can stay put for now, as long as these guys start firing. Man, this is a hell of a fight right here. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. Ramsar is not moving an inch. Let me actually put Bigelow up here on top of the hill. It's going to require a lot more movement, but I think it might be exactly what we need to do. And Caliph, there we go, beautiful. Ramsar's pulling back, so I'm actually going to have Caliph fire on Gordon. And same with the Devon skirmishers here. I always want to say Devlin. In this case, they are Devon skirmishers. We're going to fire right on Ewell's here. And he's actually got his sharpshooters behind, which is frightening. They can do a lot of damage to our artillery if they get a decent shot. Again, more flanking by O'Neill on the north. Doesn't make me feel very good. But there we go. We have sent 2 Confederate divisions reeling back, but they've got more reinforcements, guys. And obviously, Coster took a pretty nasty hit there. That was not easy. Dilger, also we lost him, sadly. A lot of artillery that we could have otherwise saved. I'm going to start firing on Iverson here. And Daniel will be back for more, believe me. He's not the kind of general to pull back. I'm actually going to turn these guys on Gordon. As much as I don't want to move my men, I'm going to move Ames over here on Gordon. Schmiffelnig, I think, will do fine just by himself. He's firing on the Louisiana Tigers right now. Feared unit, absolutely. And I'm going to actually move Von Gilsa up here to the top of the hill as well. Let's see if Bigelow is getting some decent shell shots off. And let's try to hit Gordon, because that northern area is actually pretty weak. Alright, here we go. Iverson, and Daniel's back. It looks like he's really massing for an attack, so I'm going to try to do some damage before he's able to carry that attack out. He's bringing up Avery Smith, definitely massing for something big. So let's see what we can do. Maybe ruin Historical Gamer's day a little bit. He's a great guy, but I don't mind ruining his day in this particular circumstance. Alright, skirmishers, keep it up. Now, those skirmishers have very low morale. At the same time, we got to watch Smith here. I don't want him getting past us. He might start moving Smith back a bit, but we also don't want to move off the hill. That's going to be a mistake. Wow, I thought Gordon was maybe doing a Confederate charge here. He still might be trying to. I want to get some guns on Gordon now. And Schmiffelnig is already having to deal with the Tigers and Doles. Slocum's Corps has arrived on the field. We desperately need reinforcements. So let's bring Slocum's Corps in immediately. Come on, Coster, fire on Smith. And our poor artillery is getting pounded. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing a great job at getting rid of our artillery right now. It's not fun at all. I'm actually going to move up a little bit. If Iverson's going to run, I will hold. So let me actually hold. They're still firing at their backs. Well done, men. Man, we still don't have anybody coming in. Alright, Schmiffelnig, stay put, man. We might need to move Schmiffelnig to the top of this hill. I can't seem to give up this position. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Let's go ahead and put him back here. And Caleb is still getting off some really good shots on O'Neill and the rest of these guys, so that's another reason I'm hesitant to move. In fact, I might try to hit Gordon with some canister shot. Alright, here we go. Move up the skirmishers. Krzyzanowski definitely got hurt by Avery there. And if anything, we can assist with the attack on Daniel here, because we're losing a lot of guys. Oh yes, this is what we need, some reinforcements, guys. We're going to go ahead, we're going to bring them in, of course, to support this hill, and I'm going to send one of the reinforcements, of course, up towards this part of the battle, because I'm sure we're going to need them. I'm sure that Historical Gamer's massing for a nice little attack. Just look at that setup of our artillery he's got going on there. He's got some plans, and not particularly ones I want to be a part of. Let's go ahead and shell shot. A lot of advancing there by Doles. So far, that's all we've got. Is Ruger coming as well? Wait a minute. We might have someone else we can send up. Kane, he's only got 700, but you know what? 700 can make all the difference. I'm actually going to stop Atwell right here and see if we can get some shell shot. That would be awesome. Let's open fire with some shell shot on Avery over here. And unfortunately, we are leaving the hill. This is why we need these reinforcements in now. The enemy is succeeding. I'm actually going to fall back with Smith. Move forward with Coster again. We're just doing this to conserve, of course, our morale as best we can. I'm not going to run, although I'm tempted to do so. We're going to move these guys in too. There we go, Smith. That's what I'm talking about. Now he's back up on the hill. He's got a little bit of woods cover. That definitely helps. And we're still holding the north against Historical Gamer, which is incredible to me. I'm going to assist in hitting Doles. He's getting really good shots with his artillery, which might ultimately break us. And that's actually my biggest concern. So I'm sending my skirmishers up into this wooded area to fire right into those guys. There we go. Now, this is quite a major battle, guys, as you can tell, just by the amount of men here. It almost never ends, and he's getting up there with Avery. We don't need that happening at all. So we want Krzyzanowski to get back on the field. We want to get Rugg to start firing. I'm surprised he hasn't already, but let's make sure Rugg is shooting. Kinsey's already shooting. Not too worried about that. But if he takes that hill, we're in for a world of hurt. So there we go. Heavy fire with our cannons. It's exactly what we need. We really need to return and counterattack this position because we can't lose either of these areas. Not even for a few seconds. There we go. Avery's on the run. No brigade can withstand that much artillery fire. It's just not going to happen. And in fact, I'm going to shoot over here at Smith. Smith versus Smith. Okay. Get on skirmishers up here. Right now I'm just trying to be very, very cautious in what I do. I'm actually tempted to move some more reinforcements up to the north because this looks like a pretty okay area. It looks like we've got this under control. So I'm going to move those guys up, and Atwell, I'm going to move him up as well. So we need some more artillery up there. Schmiffelnig is doing fine in these woods, although he's slowly but surely losing that morale. Doles is taking some heavy hits, though. Come on, boys. We need you up here now, McDougal. McDougal and Kane have got to get up here quickly. We'll get the skirmishers up as well, because he could overrun both of these areas pretty soon, believe it or not. Get Ruger over here. We don't need that fog of war at all. We'll get Candy up here. Hopefully Smith will join us a little later on in the battle. Come on, McDougal. As long as he can't push and take the knoll for a little longer, then we're going to be okay, I think, temporarily. Of course, like I said, this battle's only half over. There's a lot that still needs to be done. So I'm going to actually send McDougal to the top of the hill. It's tempting to send him over here, but we'll let Kane deal with the Tigers as well as Schmiffelnig. Here we go, open fire. He's got a lot going on there in the north. That's what I'm worried about, guys. Okay, setting our boys up again, and it looks like fresh reinforcements, fresh troops for any attempted assault. I like that. We'll go ahead and start opening fire. We're going to commence the attack first, a bit of a counterattack, if you will, to weaken his forces, especially guys like Iverson. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll get Kinsey here. Even if he can't hit him with shell shot, but I think he can, I don't mind just hitting him with some round shot. Come on. And Smith, you just relax. Sit down and have yourself some hardtack, son. Who the hell would want hardtack anyway? Here we go. Von Gilsa is not shooting. Come on, man. McDougal should be able to put the hurt on Gordon and get up here. And the Tigers are taking some heavy hits, but like I said, they are really tough men, and they stand for quite a lot. So they're going to be around for a while, I'm pretty sure. I'll move Koster over here to try and actually flank the Historical Gamer. There we go. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Our men are pounding away at the Confederacy, and as you can see, the actual line here is looking really nice. But we've got to get Green in. At some point, he's going to try something. He's probably, you guys can see he's got some infantry corps back here. He's probably waiting for a major attack on one of our points. Shoot those rebels, boys. What, you don't think that some Union commanders had southern accents? Are you crazy? Like the West Virginians. Alright, here we go. Shell shot. We're still hitting Doles with the shell shot, and I'm actually going to take Green and try and flank the enemy. So here we go. We're going to hit Iverson with Koster. In fact, wow, we can get rid of some of his artillery right now, and it's been a pain in the ass since the beginning of the battle. Let's do that. Come on, boys, you better reload faster. He will shoot you. There we go. That artillery's not going away quickly enough. And actually, I think I'll move Green up here. Let's get Atwell to fire at Iverson. Okay, here we go. So some serious fire there by Historical Gamer from his artillery. We've got to get rid of that, because that's just weakening our men every time he shoots. So we've got to get past Doles here and maybe launch a counterattack like we did down in the south. In fact, I don't even like Smith having the opportunity to reform his men, so I'm going to attack him. Alright, he's sending O'Neill from the north. Probably trying a flanking maneuver here. We've got to deal with Iverson. Damn Iverson. We don't have to deal with Iverson. Let's go ahead and give him a little taste of the shell shot. And just so many dead on the field on either side, really. A lot of Confederates dead in this swamp area. And obviously over here, it's just an endless bloodbath. So I'm going to have to do something. I might have to send Ames forward. The skirmishers are moving forward, and there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I knew he was going to have a strong unit there, and in matter of fact, he does. It looks like Jones still very fresh, and he's moving Jones forward, and this might be the main attack here by Historical Gamer. If we can hold here, hopefully that means we win. Let's also move this artillery up. They're doing no good over here, and we'll move Coster up too. I just hope Iverson doesn't catch us off guard. Alright, Jones, nice. So I'm going to send Krasnowski this way, over by the Lady Farm. Very strange name for a farm. Apparently nobody bothered to ask this woman what her name was. In any case, we're going to try to flank him over here and hit these forces, but I'm mostly concerned about this area over here, and the center. Alright, right here, Hart. That's good, that's good, that's good. We're going to go ahead. Halt, halt, halt. Stonewall Jackson! He's got Stonewall Jackson on the way, guys. I knew that he was going to have somebody to reinforce him here, and Jackson is one of the best. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get Devlin Skirmishers to move up here. Obviously, if Stonewall Jackson breaks through, we're in a lot of trouble, and he's got some serious reinforcements headed our way. I told you this battle was only half over. Here we go, Atwell, canister shot on Stonewall. The last thing we need. One of the finest generals of the Confederacy attacking us. Shoot, boys, shoot! Alright, here we go. He could definitely break our lines, and he's going for a Confederate charge. But he might be stopping here. Jeb Stuart over there, Iverson as well. I mean, everybody's here. It's like the whole gang has arrived. Let's get rid of Smith, because he's just going to assist them in kicking our asses. Stay put for now. We'll move up the skirmishers. And I'm actually going to move. I'm going to fire once with Kane, but I'll fall back. And we're going to move Schmiffelnig like this, so that he's actually defending the hill. Yes, Historical Gamer truly came here at the end, and absolutely with Stonewall Jackson has an opportunity to do a lot of damage to us. I'm going to move Rugg up here. He's one of our artillerists, I guess you could say. So let's move him, and we'll move Thompson over here too. Now I'm worried. Oh yes, you bet. Hopefully these skirmishers will come back to the battle, and if they do, I want them back here. I think Atwell can stay, and actually, incredibly, Atwell has managed to push back Stonewall with some canister shot. That is the importance of artillery, guys. So we're going to go ahead, keep Atwell there, but we're going to keep our eye on the rest of his force. And Iverson is still doing just fine, so perhaps Iverson needs a little taste of canister shot himself. Let's see. Alright, Krasnowski's hitting Smith here. I mean, Smith is basically just dwindling away little by little, and that's what we want. Let's put Thompson over here near the farm, the Lady Farm. I was going to make Atwell fall back, but honestly, I think he might be better off as a bit of a sacrificial lamb to hold Historical Gamer at bay and to really work, mow down his forces as much as possible. So I'm going to move up some skirmishers to do the same thing and sort of pepper guys like Jeb Stuart and, the bigger generals out there that can really beat us. So we're going to go ahead and get these skirmishers. Fire on Jeb Stuart, Atwell, come on. They're almost done loading. Come on, boys. Give it to him. Come on, what are you waiting for? Shoot! Actually, some of the artillerists are firing with their rifles. I don't know if you guys see that. It's a bit weird. Alright. So Schmiffelnig is going way too far out. Fall back, Schmiffelnig. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? I'm glad I caught that. Sometimes the AI just decides to be totally stupid. It happens. What can you do? And actually, if Candy can still get a shot, I think he can. I wouldn't mind going ahead and firing another volley at Smith. Alright, Jeb Stewart's there. This might not be a bad idea to send one of our guys like Smith up to hit Stewart in the back, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, guys. We're going to send Smith over here. We've still got guys holding this position, and I hope this is not a trick by Historical Gamer to lure me out from the top of this hill, Benner's Hill. I don't think it is, but I think hitting Stuart is definitely important. So let's try to do that, and let's see what the position is like here. Oof. Someone's going to have to pay for that window. Alright, Schmiffelig, once again, man, I don't know what you're doing, but fire this way, please. Schmifflig is just crazy. He's going to lose the battle for us if he doesn't watch out. Alright, here we go. Stuart's going to be attacked from behind. And we'll get the skirmishers to fire as well. And I want to make sure that all of these artillery pieces are close enough to fire on Stuart. So we're going to move them all up a bit. Vinegar, all these guys. Of course, Page is definitely a problem, and I'm even considering charging Jeb Stuart from behind. But since he's running, I think we'll stop. But I don't like Page right here, because he's going to be firing at us. There we go, Otwell, with some more amazing canister shot. Really good job. But he's got Ramser here, he's got Jones. We've got to be careful. Let's get the skirmishers back to the top of the hill. And trying to decide what to do with Smith. I think I'll actually just take Costa and move him up here. Nice! Smith got rid of Page. That's one of the artillery guys, and I mean, I can't thank him enough. I'm sick of seeing the artillery just blast away at us and get some really devastating hits. So we might send Smith for a bit of a, I guess you could call it spec ops, as spec ops as you can get in the Civil War. Going behind enemy lines and just trying to disrupt them. So I'm going to send Smith out there to just basically engage Avery, etc. And hopefully he doesn't get himself into too much trouble. Alright, Bigelow's falling back. He's one of the best cannoneers that we have, but unfortunately he's got to go. And McDougal can go ahead and face O'Neill here and hopefully get a nice volley before O'Neill can get too close. Come on, McDougal. Archibald McDougal. Okay, there we go. Some nice shots. He does have the cover of the woods, so last thing we need is a Confederate charge here towards the end of our battle. Alright, here we go. Smith is getting to Avery. And I'm going to have him start opening fire already on George Wolfe's farm. Now, this is a bit strange, actually. I wouldn't call this a typical way of approaching the battle, but I'm really trying to confuse Historical Gamer as much as possible. So I think that more or less that area is alright. It's strong. We might send Smith up north to flank the enemy here, but for now we'll keep him here. And look at this. Cavalry! Oh my goodness! What do we do with this? Alright, well, we're definitely going to hit the enemy from behind. And we've also got some skirmishers. This is a surprise. We'll get Kilpatrick back here, and obviously the cavalry can definitely help if the enemy's trying to approach us from behind. Look at that. That's awesome. Hitting O'Neill from all sides, and hopefully we'll force him back. We've also found Ewell sharpshooters. I can't wait to get rid of them. Here we go. Come on, Kilpatrick. There's definitely some fresh brigades back there that the Confederates have. But over here, I think they're more or less finished. So we might leave George Wolfe's farm and just head north. Of course, I would like to get rid of his artillery, and that might be the only reason I stick around here, is trying to get behind the enemy and get that artillery. Coster, come on. Nice. I like this harassing cavalry. This is beautiful. Again, cavalry doesn't get that many kills in this game, but it's enough to harass the hell out of the enemy, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Let's move these guys forward. Try to actually get the cavalry behind the enemy, not only to scout, but to try to get rid of those annoying cannons there. Because look at all that shell shot. I mean, the amount of men we're losing just to a shell shot alone is terrifying. There we go. Ramser is here too. Come on, boys. I want to move Kilpatrick into a safe area. There we go. Just get him away from here. I'm going to get a little closer. Okay, now with Farnsworth and the 5th New York, I might go this way. Get really far behind the enemy. Just kind of check out what he has. Basically just our scout right now. We'll go ahead and go this way. Page is in some trouble, but it looks like Page is actually an artillery guy, so there's actually an infantry squad here causing us some problems. I don't like that. So I'm going to fall back with Smith. He's had enough fun. He's had his fun. He can fall back to the main lines. No, why would you fall back? Damn it, Smith. Oh, Smith. When will you learn? He's just the bumbling fool of the Union Army, apparently. Oh, it's the Stonewall Brigade. We'll definitely make a stand here at the farm, and I'll see if Weingart can get a bit closer. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This is just Weingar. I don't think it is. Oh my goodness, alright. This is what I was worried about. He's got a ton of men over here. And the Farnsworth 5th New York is in a lot of trouble. So I'm hoping that... hoping that they will be all right in the grand scheme of things, but it looks like he got them, he caught them, and at least we're seeing kind of what he has here. All right, Schmiffelnig. Hit the Tigers, why not? We might as well hit the Tigers. But he definitely has a lot of guys back here. Stuart, Iverson. If I'm assuming he's going to try to make a major push for this area. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know for sure, but if I had to bet on it, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm actually going to move Weingar up here. Charge of the Light Brigade, indeed. I'm not a stealthy guy. I'm just not. It's not my character. Krushinowski's actually really hurting here, and that's unfortunate. I need that morale to go up faster, but we'll try to move him up. I'm surprised because Krushinowski is doing really well, but he just can't seem to get that morale up. That seems to be a problem. Help him with his problem. He needs extends. Alright, so here we go. Page is in some trouble, but he's still got that infantry there, and as long as we hold these points, like I said, I think we've got this. I hope so. Yeah, that's all I see is those 3,500. So he's gonna do everything he can to push it on this location. I'm actually gonna send the Farnsworth up just to fire on those annoying artillery guys. So I am gonna send my cavalry up for one last hurrah, I guess you could say. With Farnsworth, I'm going to hit Carter. And Green as well, hopefully. Eul's sharpshooters are still alive. Alright, here we go. Let's open fire on these artillery guys. And as soon as we open fire, of course, we'll fall back. There we go. Nice! Yes! Yes, yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Fall back. And, of course, we're just peppering them with a few shots, pulling back, and it works out beautifully. That artillery can be a real problem. Alright, once again, we're going to keep these guys here. If we have some skirmishers... I mean, that's actually Stonewall's brigade up ahead of us, so if we have some skirmishers, I wouldn't mind sending them to kill this artillery. It's a real pain in the ass. So let's try to do that. And I'm actually going to send Farnsworth down here to the south, just in case. Because this is our least defended area. And Stonewall's down here, which leads me to believe that he's planning an attack down here, as well as the massive amount of artillery that Historical Gamer has. Nice! Look at that! That's our artillery fire right there. Quite effective. Definitely getting the job done. But we're going to get Farnsworth out of here. We will keep his skirmishers here, of course, just in case. Come on, Green! And I think he's trying to attack on two fronts, try to confuse me as best he can. We'll move the skirmishers up a little bit and try to hit Jones. Here we go, guys. Daniel's on the way. What did I tell you? He's got a few fresh brigades coming, and that's exactly why I moved these guys back. So we might have a nice little defense here to deal with, especially with all that oncoming artillery fire. In fact, with Kinsey, I wouldn't mind going ahead and going for solid shot and just trying to take out some of his cannons, because those things are really not good for us. Fire, Rug! I don't think they're going to even stand around to wait and see what happens. Beautiful. Alright, we've pushed them back. What's going on here? Nickel's moving up. I don't recall Nickel being on the battlefield before. That's not a good sign, guys. Nickel might be new to the battlefield, and that means he is possibly fresh. And if we need to move McDougal here to deal with some more Confederates, we can do that, but I'd rather not. Alright, let's move Coster up this way. Alright, we're going to move Farnsworth. He's moving F. Lee's Virginia. These are actually, I believe these are cavalry units that are dismounted, if I'm not mistaken. And they're not Robert E. Lee. This is F. Lee, totally different guy. We're going to go ahead and move forward here and see if we can't hit him, because Candy is actually, look at that, he is running. Can't believe Candy would run. I mean, why? His morale is 17. It's not great, but there we go. Yes, they are. I knew it. They were cavalry. I knew it. I just knew it. So now it's cavalry versus cavalry, and he's definitely trying to make it up this hill. I told you he had something planned here, guys. And this is what I was concerned about. So we're going to go ahead. We might have to try and get some reinforcements down here very quickly, but I think we're just going to stay put and not really move a muscle. I think that's the best idea. Stay put, don't move a muscle. We'll get Ruger to actually aim this way. And we'll move Smith up here to get in the woods and defend the front. Krasnowski should be able to have some fun. And as long as we can hold the area here for a few more minutes, we should have this. So I'm going to have Candy hold as well. And we'll just send our cavalry forward. Man, that's a lot of enemy troops. Come on, Candy, shoot! Alright, Candy's getting some shots off. That's good. Let's go ahead and grab... Feingar might need to come back. I think he does. Skirmishers are still firing away, and look at that battlefield. I mean, we're definitely getting hit by somebody here. I don't like not saying who it is. I might need to send Schmelfelnick forward just to make sure that we're shooting someone, and it is the Louisiana Tigers. They are notorious for that kind of shooting. But here we go, and there we go, guys, a victory. A great game versus Historical Gamer, and really, really fun stuff there. I'm going to take a look at the statistics. It looks like our brigade got the most kills. Pretty awesome. His Daniels brigade got a lot of kills. We remember that them earlier in the battle. They were incredible. And just a really fun little battle there. Thank you so much, Historical Gamer, for playing with me, and make sure to check out his channel, guys. He's an awesome, awesome guy, and he's got a great strategy channel that I'm sure you will love. Take care, and have a great day.